Oh, hey y'all, and welcome back. Very excited for this video. This is a before and after type video where I show you what my plants look like when I first got it versus what they look like now. It's so crazy. And with some of these plants, I just can't believe it. I'm gonna open with this plant. This is only one of them also, like the Burle Marx Flame. What a journey. I've included plants from every single year that I've, collected plants. So I started collecting plants in 2019. Got a couple from there. It's weird that I still have plants from, that time all the way to 2024. But we're gonna start with the flame. We have to. When I first got this plant, it wasn't available anywhere. You could only get it from people that got their hands on like a cutting and have grown it and propagated it. It's weird how now they're available in garden centers, and I'm so excited for that because now we get more points of view when it comes to growing this plant. So yeah, I got this plant in 2022. Put it in Leca. It did so well in Leca. Then when I transferred it into a bigger planter, that's when she did horribly. That's when I didn't give it enough light, made my nutrient solution a little too strong. When you put those two things, not enough light and too strong of a nutrient solution, it can affect the pH in the substrate because the roots were out in the net pot, seeing the reservoir. It was like a real shock for the plant, so it did horribly. I chopped it up, made a lot of plants, put a bunch in tree fern, a bunch in pond, a bunch in Leca, and here we are today. How many years? Like 3 years later? I have a few in tree fern actually. I've gathered them here, but let's start with the big one. A couple of plants in here. Look at this plant, so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I guess we're looking at on average 6 to 7. This new leaf, oh, so beautiful, has 7. I think it's the most that this plant has pushed out, this tree fern one. So beautiful. She's up a moss pole. You can see how long the petioles are. I am not giving this enough light. I should be. The past week or two, I got new grow lights. So now there's a couple pointing at this one. So I'm really hoping that she does better fenestration wise. She did have more leaves, but I did have to chop them just because of space. They were just kind of in the way. But yeah, this is one plant over here. We love her. This one over here is from a top cutting of one that was living in pond originally, but I saw that it was pretty mature, like with these I guess the first 3 leaves here. I air layered it in tree fern and put it in a bigger planter. We got roots, Galorania, and then some smaller branches over here. This root that you see going down this way is actually from this over here. I guided this into the substrate, and ever since that happened, she pushed out, I think, these 2. Maybe it was just this one. But do you see how pretty? So pretty. So this is another one in my tree fern mix. Okay, this is gonna be a shock for everyone. I have this one, which looks pretty nice, pretty mature. This is actually a top cutting of one of the ones that I had in Leca. So I hate to say it, everyone. The big one in Leca with the 2 to 3 plants, it's gone. I actually got rid of it completely, and I only saved 1 cutting, which was this one. If you watched my planter video that I did post on Monday, I wasn't giving enough light. It's basically what happened the first time when I had it in a bigger planter of Leca against my window. I wasn't giving it enough light, I was over fertilizing, and therefore the leaves were not coming out the way they should have. I knew it was the same thing that was happening before because it looked identical and the conditions were basically the same. But I saved this one because I was just so happy. So unfortunately, the one in Leca that y'all have seen for so long is gone, but I did save her. Here she is, so beautiful. Air layered a little bit with moss. I think I took this cutting 2 weeks ago already. Look, right there, beautiful. She was working on a new leaf, and unfortunately, because of the propagation and the shock and not having enough roots to sustain everything, she did kind of abort it over here. The reason why I picked tree fern is because I'm really liking it. It's doing a really good job. So that is the 3rd one in tree fern. The 4th one in tree fern is actually newer. I'm pretty sure, again, this was a prop from, I think it was a top cutting of one that was living in pond previously. But yeah, I mean, still doing well. And okay, so the ones in pond are right here beside me. I've moved where they live. So they used to live here, so nowhere close to a window. They had 2 to 3 grow lights. I think I said in a video that I want to do a better job giving them enough light. I made some space and I put them up against my south facing window, but with the same 2 grow lights pointing towards them just, you know, during the summer, they can get a ton of light. And hopefully the petioles, the internodes, they can, you know, be a little shorter because they're really long. Not as long as the one in tree fern, but yeah, they're both beasts. Like, I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Okay, so the smaller one, which is the more uniform one, I guess, when you look at it. I'm really happy. The new leaf pushed out 6 fennies. The leaf before that, which is this one, had 6. So I was hoping that it wouldn't go backwards because with this plant, it seems like we've been going backwards when it comes to fenestrations. So I'm really happy. I love that I can just like lift it. I'm strong, guys. And then my biggest one. So I haven't really looked at the new leaves. So there's a new leaf here on one plant. There's a new leaf on the other one. Okay, 8 fennies. Okay, this is good. The one before that had 8. This one is a beast. A beast. Oh my gosh. So new leaf over here. And then this one, which hasn't quite done its thing yet. These are all my Burle Marx flames. Again, she came from that one plant I just kept propagating, put them in different substrates. I'm really sad that I don't have the one in Leca anymore. We still have a lot of big ones here. Can you believe 3 years I got in 2022 and now I have all of these? How exciting. I feel like there are other Burle Marx flames that are doing so much better than mine fenestration wise. That have tighter internodes. Yeah, it's just nice to see that more people having success with the plant. It's really great. But yeah, I feel like I've put like a lot of things about the Burle Marx flame. I don't know if y'all want to see more because like, I don't know what else I can add. Like, I don't think I've changed anything. But anyhow, that is the first plant. I feel like I talked a lot about it, but gorgeous plant. Love them so much. Okay, the next plant is my Hoya New Guinea ghost. If y'all know, she looks like Marge Simpson's hair. Okay. I'm gonna say 2022 is when I got it, and she looked like this. I was not familiar with this plant. I didn't really see it on social media. Maybe I just wasn't looking. I think this is when I started to get more into uncommon, commercially unavailable Hoyas at the time. And I think this is one of them. Another one that has become more available, which is very exciting. And oh my gosh, she got caught on something, okay. This plant is so special. It is a very fast grower. I think everyone should get this plant because it'll grow fast. Yeah, again, there's so many plants in here, like probably 9. I think I grew it for a year. And then when I had the opportunity, I took cuttings, put them in perlite, and the reason why I keep saying that this is such a fast grower is because I had it in perlite. Out of all the Hoyas that I propagated, it was probably one of the fastest. Every single one of them. I put all of them in a planter of Lechuza Pond over here, and she has since just climbed this trellis. I had to add another one. And so I thought in the past I was gonna extend it one more time, but I don't have the room. I'm just gonna have to keep it this size, and the way I'm doing it, I'm just chopping the vine at the top here. I don't know if you can see, but it got burnt by the grow light. But it's okay. She's still doing amazingly. And yeah, I feel like this Hoya is a bit more thirsty than other Hoyas. That's why having it in a self-watering pot is amazing. And so here is the New Guinea Ghost. Again, it had, was it 3 leaves? I might have chopped it into 2. I don't remember. But yeah, an incredibly fast one. So here she is. Okay, let's do an Anthurium. Do you know what? Let's get all the plants that I plan to show you from 2022 out of the way. It's gonna be my Anthurium Magnificum crossed with Ace of Spades dark form, the Tezula dark form. Do you know what? This was one that was never on my radar. Again, this plant was gifted to me, and I'm actually going to include a clip of me opening it. I don't think this clip has seen the light of day. I just filmed it, and then I left it on a hard drive, and here it is. But I can't believe how itty bitty they were. I can't believe it. Okay. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the first thing I saw, and it says free Magnificum crossed with Ace of Spades. Okay, so big deal, guys. The Ace of Spades that she has, she only has one kind that she crosses with all of her hybrids, and it's a Ace of Spades Tezula dark form, I guess. Again, I don't know anything about these Anthuriums. Oh my god, thank you so much. It's so sweet. These are adorable. Okay, so let me just open this container. You're joking. They are so cute. I am so scared, guys. Look at those. I cannot wait. This is so precious. I'm like half drooling. I don't even know. Okay, I don't even know. This is too much right now. I just love it. This isn't even one that I ordered, and I'm just like, yes, I'm taking a picture. So another thing, guys, I've never like grew anthuriums from seedlings or seeds. So this is gonna be an experience. Oh my god. Okay, I can't even close it anymore. Oh my god. Let's push it down a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's so kind. Oh, okay. Wow. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, ooh. Man, time. It's crazy what time can do. And this plant is special to me because I can't believe that out of all of them, this one presented with a lot of darker features. I let a lot of the other ones grow out, but they were just leaning more towards the Magnificum, lighter green kind of situation. And the venation I found was closer to Magnificum than an Ace of Spades. At a very young age, it was dark. She looks good in that video, but after this I had so many issues. Again, I'm the type to over-fertilize. I had it in pond, so that might have been too much. Fertilizing, the pond holds onto the nutrients, and then fertilizing again, like it was just a lot. There's probably a lot of salts, and when it comes to young anthuriums, they don't like it. I think at one point it branched. I'm not remembering. It branched, so I actually have two pretty big plants. And so here is this is, okay, it's funny. This wasn't the bigger one in my collection. This was actually the smaller one, but this leaf, this new leaf, just slayed so hard. Look at this. Now, in tree fern, you can see that it has many roots. I just watered it, so I'm just trying to keep the water in the saucer, but ooh, look at that new one right in the center. Yeah, lots of roots. Yeah, a lot darker than the other one. I've since gotten rid of all of them. I actually kept a green one just to have for comparison, like for the longest time, but I just recently got rid of it. Look at this. Oh, you'll see that it'll fade to a brighter green as the plant matures. Obviously, like the age of the leaf is a thing, but she's looking really good now. So that's her. The bigger one I have, yeah, it isn't quite hard enough. Over here, so pretty. Yeah, I think I posted this somewhere where I was saying this plant really shows kind of equally the parents, Magnificum and the dark form, Ace of Spades. Like it's really showing both. And I don't know, so special. Okay, I hope this was a mistake. I wanted to, oh my god, this was so bad. Okay, I got water all on my shirt. Okay, so these are the leaves. I love it. So cute, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, there's an inflow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I wanna, I might do Zara Michelle just because I have a lot of pollen that I've collected in my freezer. So it's probably gonna be that one. And I'm really happy because I do believe, it's funny because this one was the darkest one. And out of all of them, it was the most vigorous grower, like it grew the fastest. And so I think it'll be a good plant to have as like a parent, just because it's super strong. So yeah, that is her. Deep inside you, no matter where I go in you. Okay, the next one from 2021, Hoya Chinghungensis. It really caught my eye because I was like, okay, at the time, I was like, Hoyas can either be thick-leaved and big. Like, I didn't see many that looked like this, so I was intrigued. I didn't know how fast this plant grew. Like, this plant is such a fast grower. So I had it in this bark pond substitute. Then I transferred it into pond. Took lots of propagations. But I'm very excited because this plant is known for being a Hoya that blooms a lot, often. I've never had this many blooms on a Chinghungensis. And I'm really sad because when I was taking her out of where she lived, a bunch just fell. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm very excited, okay? Look. I never show this plant. Isn't that crazy? Like, okay, I'm gonna try a thing where I point it up and then I show you the flowers. Do you see how many? This is so crazy. Wow. This is an amazing view, everyone. Look. My gosh, I just want to keep looking because I don't think I can see this many when I'm just looking at it from the side. Isn't this incredible? It's never had this many. It's never had this many. Okay. Y'all, did you enjoy that? I enjoyed it. Yeah, the key. This plant will do it itself. Like once a vine is going down, there's always gonna be a new vine coming out. Hoyas like to grow up, so there's just always gonna be a new one. If you train it down, obviously give it the right conditions. But I did take props. Like, although I wanted it to get really long, like how she's doing right now, I did want it to fill up a little bit more at the top. And you can see that she's really full. She kind of looks like a Boston fern. Like, do you see that? I love it, guys. Look at her. Like, some vines have so many. What? In tarnation. Yeah, I don't know. I think the only hiccup I had was I had an, it's funny because if y'all don't know, I have like, I'm gonna say both the broad mites and spider mites right now. It's not terrible and I'm getting on beneficials this week. But back in 2022, I had like a huge, like there were webs everywhere. Like it was the worst infestation I've ever had. And this one suffered, so I had to cut it back so much. That was the only thing that was kind of a challenge. And now this is her looking so pretty. Okay, next plant from Chinghungensis 2021, the Anthurium Veitchii. It's funny, I posted a reel on Instagram. Like people were kind of like stunned by it. It's weird because previously when I've posted this Veitchii, it's not gotten as much attention as that reel did. I was very excited to get this plant. It was so itty bitty when I got it. One leaf, and I think at the time I did a hybrid of Pon Leca. When I got more Pon, I did do 100% Pon, put it in a self-watering planter, and the rest is history. Has been in the same substrate, I guess since 2022. I feel like it was a year after I got it that I transferred it into this planter. So 3 years at this point. Although she could be doing a lot better, and I do need to transfer her into a bigger planter. She is still a beast. Trying to be careful because a new leaf, y'all. The new leaf. What? Everyone. Okay, the new leaf. The one before that's this one. Stunning. And then, oh my, look. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of my old videos. I think my Metallicum, I had like 2 huge leaves before. I think, yeah, this is the oldest leaf. This one, if I go this way. Oh my God, I'm trying not to, oh my gosh, when they start hitting things. So 4 leaves in total. I'm actually surprised that this is doing well. Again, I haven't flushed the substrate in so long. I guess you could kind of see that in the yellowing edges, but yeah, up against my south-facing window, and that's all the light it's getting. In the same planter of Luciusa Pon, you can see that she definitely needs to be repotted. She's becoming increasingly unstable. Do you see her move a little bit? I was waiting for Pon. I was then notified that the Pon at the place that I usually order from is sold out. So I'm gonna have to wait a few more months to some slow squadianias. Yeah, it's like a really easy anthurium in my opinion. It's just, I love seeing these leaves. These leaves are incredible. Are you kidding? Now, how often do I feed it? You know, this plant has taken a lot of feed. I fed it a lot, almost too much, and she still looks decent. I only say that because there's other anthuriums that I have overdone it around the same time frame and they suffered. So this plant's a tank. I can't even believe it. And yeah, she's my baby. I love her. Okay, let's look at the year 2023. I actually only have one plant representing that year. It is the Anthurium Clarinervium. So if y'all remember, I got this as the smallest seedling. I always wanted. Okay, this is an Anthurium Clarinervium. Look at how cute. Oh my god. This is a Clarinervium. Okay, I always wanted one. I always wanted one. You're so cute. You know, I always thought that Anthuriums, when they're like cute, I always think they look like microgreens. Anyhow. Whoa. Okay, I'm not gonna touch you because, girl, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna be careful. I'm really gonna be careful. Look at how cute. Are you kidding? And so it was very exciting watching this one grow. I think I've always had it in Lechuza Pond. I did have issues, you know, with it being young and me over fertilizing and it messing up the pH and all the salts. Really affected it. I did a series of flushes. I think I might have gotten rid of some of the old pond, put it into a new planter, and wow. I really want to include this one because my history with Anthurium seedlings is horrible. My record is horrible. It's gone a lot better now, but even back 2 years ago, I'm so happy that this one actually grew really well. Okay. Oh, look. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Look at this new leaf. The venation is everything. The venation is everything. And I think I just have to like do a little kind of turn here, a little turn to show everyone. Yeah, I just love how concentrated the veins are on this plant. It is so beautiful. Can you believe? I am so shocked. I know that she can get like a lot bigger, obviously, like Clarinerviums can get a lot bigger, but I kind of am in love with how it's a heart shape with so many leaves. I don't know. It's something else. Yeah, I've tried my hardest not to cut any of the leaves off. I know Clarinervium can hold on to a number of leaves without the leaves looking like so horrendously awful. Look, there's some crisping on these ones, but aside from that, looking so good. I love this plant so much because it's so hardy. I have her against my south-facing window and that's it. No grow light, and she's really done her thing. I have to replant her because do you see how it's tipping? I need to replant so many things, but I don't have substrate. Anyhow, my baby, one of the survivors from my, over-fertilization situation. And oh, there is an inflow, but I'm gonna cut it off. I just want beautiful, big foliage for now. And then I'll think about maybe making babies. But she's my baby. She's my baby. Oh my god, are we gonna do a 2020 plant? I think we have to. Man, oh my god, I can't even speak. I'm so excited. In love with this plant, the Anthurium. One of my first Anthuriums in my collection, and I fell in love with how dark and red the leaves are. It was interesting growing this plant because when I first got it had darker green foliage, but I was curious to see how the red emergence would look in the future, what would bring it out. And I can confidently say now that you need to give this plant a ton of light in order for that leaf to stay reddish, darkish, and not like present super green. 2-3 years ago, I did propagate it. That was the only thing that took forever. You know, it was worth the wait because I now have one at my workplace. Oh my god, I got distracted. Okay, this is gonna be hard because she is really leggy, I guess. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is actually the first time I'm looking at it because she's up against my south-facing window and this leaf is up against the window. Look at this, everyone. So beautiful. So yeah, getting a ton of light. I do have to say, I am giving this a lot less light than before. Although she's up against my south-facing window, it's not consistent lighting. Like if there's cloudy days, obviously you're still getting light, but it's a lot less. Previously, when she was smaller, I had her under grow light for 11 hours a day and it was more consistent lighting. And it is really showcased in the second newest, which is this one. Remember, this leaf used to be so red. You can see the other leaves are starting to fade. I mean, they look pretty green. Oh my God, it took the grow light. It's taking the grow light with it. Can you let go? You need to give this a lot of light. I do expect this to fade a little bit. 2019? Are we gonna do 2019? Can you believe? I can't even believe. This one is interesting. So the next plant is the ZZ Raven. I did have a ZZ Raven. I gave it to my mom, and then I took one stalk and I took leaf cuttings. You can use that to produce plants, but listen, it is a very long process. I don't recommend it unless you have a lot of patience, and I'm a pretty patient person. It ultimately paid off. I think I started it out in moss originally, then I moved it to leca, and then ultimately I just watched it grow. This is the only plant that doesn't live in here. This plant lives in my living room. Okay. Look at this beauty. So you can see the new stalks here. Look at this. So beautiful. Wow. New stalk over here. Wow. So beautiful. And then there's one, actually there's a couple, but this one over here you can see clearly right over there. So yeah, I can't believe, this is one of the plants I'm just like so happy that I still have and she's thriving. This is one of the plants I just love so much. When you have a connection to growing it from nothing, I don't know, for me at least, I just grow this huge attachment to them. Can you believe? Leaf cuttings, and not a lot of them survive. I know ZZ Raven it's become more available, but I think I'm always gonna keep this one. One of my oldest plants. I can't even believe it. I think I have 3 left. They're all from 2024. So ones that I got recently. Let's do a Hoya. Hoya Nummulariodes. Silver. I didn't know a silver one existed when I first saw it. And this was an unboxing video from Helen versus Plants and Crazy Plant Buddy. I'm so happy that this plant was introduced to me. I can't even believe how beautiful it is now, but I'll just put in the clip here. What are you? Oh, stop. Okay. I didn't know there was a silver coin. I don't know how to say this. Nummulariodes. Oh my gosh. I didn't know there was a silver one. Did I know? I don't think I knew there was a silver one. This is a surprise. Every time, like, listen, you know, you see a lot of cool Hoyas on Instagram and stuff, but like, yeah, I didn't know about this one. It's like a dusty silver. Look at that. I've had 0 issues with this plant. 0. And so here she is on a circular trellis. She has branched everywhere. I think I propagated it when I first got it in half. So I made 2 plants. So there's 2 plants on this trellis. There's vines everywhere. The dusty silver is my favorite. I don't know, there's something about it. There's something about it, everyone. It is so pretty. Look, okay. I so badly want to propagate it because I really want to see what this looks like trailing. Feeling the stem, I don't know if it's a type to like trailing, but can you imagine? I can't wait during Christmas time because it's gonna happen. I can't wait for me to put like Christmas decorations on this. It's gonna be so cute. Are you kidding? Yeah, so this is, I think, roughly a year of growth. Tree fern mix, a little bit too dense for my liking, but she's living. I think it's because these roots in the reservoir are breathing and they have more air. But if I would turn back time, I probably would put it in a chunkier mix. Chunky. Thank you for this beautiful gift, guys. I appreciate it. I love this plant so much. It's one of my favorite Hoyas. Again, the dusty silver is something else. It is so beautiful, so stunning. Another one that I got in 2024, my red Crystallinum. I had to show it. Listen, I know I always show it on Instagram, but the emergent right now is purple, and y'all know that I like the purple. Purple's nice. You know, purple was my favorite color when I was a kid, and then like I didn't see anything because like, you know, I was a boy and you know how things are when you're like a kid and like. So I got it last year, and listen, I'm gonna put the clip. It's a bit chaotic because I think it's the clip that Marion's in. It's always chaotic with her. You know, I wasn't necessarily hopeful in the beginning. I was like, okay, I don't see a lot of red. I wasn't too familiar with at what stage does an Anthurium show redness, if it is supposed to show redness. I didn't know at that point. So I'm very excited just because, like, obviously when they're this size, you don't actually know like what they're gonna look like. Obviously y'all know that my track record when it comes to young anthuriums is like garbage. Like I'm so bad at like growing like anthurium seedlings when they're this young. So I'm crossing my fingers. Send me help, everyone. Okay, the plant over here. So that's what it looks like when it's been around for a while. Look at this purple. I love it. The leaf before that. Okay, so this plant has been going through a weird thing. It's always pushed out pups, always. So technically, this one over here is an offset from the main plant. It is connected to, the first leaf of that offset was this one. Okay, I don't know, ooh, it's heavy. I don't know how I'm gonna show this. Okay, this one here is a separate one. This one here is a separate one. There's a brand new one starting right over here. There's one down here, and then this leaf is brand new. Can you believe that? I've only really grown, ooh. I was talking like the camera could see me. I've only grown this plant in a tree fern mix, my tree fern mix. And the reason why I say that this plant is just constantly pushes out pups or offsets is because this was one of them. This one is turning out to be a stunning one. Over here, oldest leaf over here. Do you see how beautiful? Even when it hardens off, it is still so pretty. This one, I'm actually gonna gift back to David. I got this from Confused Planto David. It is a Woohoo Tropicals hybrid, but since it pushed out pups, or it's pushing out pups constantly, I decided to give this one back. Are you excited, David? This is what she looks like right now. And then this one was a bit smaller, and I'm just noticing there's a new leaf. This one has a couple leaves, but not for long. Look at that. How exciting. Okay, yeah. So I separated these a few months ago, and they've, when this leaf comes out and hardens off, I am gonna repot it again. I think this was a time where the mix was too dense. I can tell it's too dense. So yeah, the red Crystallinum. And the last one that I'm very excited about, it's a Cartel Down seed. It's not a seed anymore, seedling. Not anymore though. And it was gifted to me, so thank you. I still don't know what it is. It's something. Dark Phoenix, Ace of Spades, probably. I am showing this because I am not, again, broken record. I don't have success with seeds. I mean, that's a lie. I just didn't have the opportunity at the time to like know if they would do well in my care and if they would germinate. This one did. And I know it was a little slower, but she's everything. Okay, I'll put in a clip and then I'll show you how she's doing today. Let's do this seed. What does PP stand for? Oh! It's not PP, it's DP. Okay, I don't know if there's gonna be much in here. I'm gonna open it to show you. This is a seed. Dark Phoenix crossed with Ace of Spades, dark form. Oh my god, please do okay. Please do okay, it's right in the center. Do you see? I think there's a couple roots. Okay, I'm gonna keep it in the vessel. I'm gonna keep it moist. Gonna put it under grow light. I'm really hoping, because it's like spring, summer, it is a lot warmer compared to the last time. You know, I had an Anthurium seedling. Dark Phoenix crossed with Ace of Spades, dark form. Y'all, I can't even handle that. Another plant from a year ago, and there's something exciting happening. First of all, the foliage is dark. That's a plus. So, looking pretty dark. The newest leaf, okay. This plant has a type of blister. I don't know what the correct term is, so don't come for me. Look, it's all over. Do you see? I'm actually pretty surprised because usually when they have blistering like this or whatever it is, the morphology of the leaf is just, it's a little off. Whereas this one kind of looks pretty decent. Like, look at, looks pretty good. With this leaf, it only had a little bit over here. Do you see that? But with this one, it's all over. Isn't that special? It is a gorgeous one. I'm so happy that it's doing so well. Another plant that's popping everywhere. There's offsets everywhere. Like, look, all of these here. Look at this leaf. I want to say there's probably like three offsets that are itty bitties. And I'm so happy because this is a plant that I'm very excited for. I want to grow big. I mean, if she looks like this now, like, come on. It's like so exciting. I haven't shown this in a while, and I'm so excited that this is the video I'm going to show it because, like, again, it was a seed. It was a seed, everyone. Look at this. So yeah, very happy, very excited. Okay, I guess that's it. Wow. What was y'all's favorites? Oh my gosh. I mean, the journey of the Burle Marx flame is probably my favorite. The Chinghungensis with all those flowers. Are you kidding me? It hasn't done that. Clarinervium looks good. Oh my God, the Ace of Spades. I can't pick. I can't pick. Okay, guys, this is video number 3 this week. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the annoying posts that I'm posting on Instagram and YouTube, like my reels and shorts. I don't know. I've made a decision this month in August that I was gonna post more just because I haven't in July, just to see what would happen. Can this old plant YouTube channel have a comeback? Let's do that. Let's have a comeback, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good summer, and I will see you in the next one.